think we're live now. Let me just hear myself to make sure. When I hear myself, I know we're live. Hear myself. There you go. Yeah, I think it's all fine. Let me just do the usual audio checks at the start of the stream. To make sure. Hear myself. There you Hello, go. Robin. I think it's all fine. Let me just do. Oh, I had another tab. Jesus, I was like getting crazy. Like, where's my voice coming from? Hello, Susie. Hello, Robin. Good to see you guys. I hope you're doing great, and I hope that you've had an amazing weekend, and now you're ready to do another week of coding. So yeah. Today we're going to be doing some Golang again. We're going to be continuing to work on our CMS. I would like to support some file uploads. I was thinking, you know, we've got all these like post addition, and we can show the posts. We've got like Temple, and we've recently done Tailwind, which should make our stuff look nicer in the future when I actually have some time to look at the whole kind of design of the website and the whole layout, and then understand a little bit more of Tailwind, so I can actually implement my ideas in Tailwind. But we don't have anything to kind of like upload images with, or maybe even other media files. I mean, I was thinking mostly of images really, because if you create posts, you probably want to reference some images on that post, right? So I thought, yeah, let's do a file upload today. I think that should be easy enough, right? I mean, I've done it before in PHP. I'm not sure if it's similar, but yeah. Sashin, welcome to the stream. First one to like. Oh yeah, thank you, dude. Yeah, if you guys can drop a like, I'll appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. Let me know if the audio is if the music is too loud. Let me know if you guys can't hear myself, and I can change things. But it sounded good so far. Yeah, let's get started then. So, have I done anything on this since we spoke last time? I don't think we have. Yeah, I was just gonna kind of introduce the changes that I've done, but I haven't really done any changes. I think in the last stream I did say that I added some REST API functionality to add, remove, and modify posts, and it was basically that. And then last stream we did Tailwind, and that was it. So that's where we're left now. So if we look into development, Urchin. And for those watching, if you are interested in helping out in the project or just seeing how the code is all coming together, I would recommend checking out the link in the description. There is a link to a GitHub repository called Urchin, and this is the project that we're working on today. And if you want to be very, very nice, you can star the repository, and you know that might make it popular on GitHub. Who knows? So far, I've only got 2 here, but yeah, it is what it is, and let's improve it. So let me move these things aside, first of all, not on this screen. There you go. So we can free up our desktop to actually display the code. So yeah, the last thing I did was adding the Tailwind themes and then git checkout. I'm not sure if I merged that. Let's do a poll here. It's going to be 3 stars now. Thank you, Sashin. It's like, thank you, dude. But I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Let me know if it's different. But so where are you from, Sashin? I think this is probably the second time I see you on the stream, right? Or is it the first time? I can't remember. I like to ask my viewers where they're from. I like knowing where people are watching me from. I get very impressed sometimes that people are watching me from like Brazil or I don't know, Argentina. Hello, Kunal. Welcome to the stream. So yeah. Now the thing is, we've got this kind of REST API, right? So this is essentially a REST API for the admin stuff, which can add posts and remove them and modify them. I don't think there's a way to do file uploads in REST APIs, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but REST APIs usually is for like lightweight stuff, right? I mean, a possibility would be to kind of B64 encode the data and then put it in a JSON file and then send it over to the server. But I don't think that's very good. I mean, in fact, when you B64 encode something, you gain, is it 25%? Yeah, you gain 25% of the this like of bloat there, basically. It's extra data that you didn't necessarily have to send. So I don't really want to take the path of B64 encoding things and then kind of sending them over. So let's think of an alternative here. So we have Urchin running. Let me just see what. Oh, yeah, I was taking a look. I was doing some Googling before already, and we have localhost here. Ooh, why is this giving me a fav icon here? I have no idea. But yeah, ideally, like, I want to be able to upload an image to my headless CMS here in a way that I can then mention them on my posts. So maybe I can like have a tag or something like that. Maybe say, I don't know, like, where's the template here? Maybe in a post here, so you can kind of see what I mean. So if you have a markdown, maybe we can have something like, you know, image, and then we'll have image.jpg here or something like that. Or the image ID. That would be cool in my opinion. But first of all, we obviously need to be able to support the file upload, right? It wouldn't be too bad for us to just Google and see how Golang does file upload, which I have done before, and there's like a tutorial on this page here. I think I read it. I wasn't too sure about this one. But let's see what they're doing here. I'm not going to read all the text because I just want to get into the code straight away. So they have a function, upload file, which takes in the response writer and the request, and it says uploading file, and it sets up the routes, post multi-part form data. Post multi-file, yeah, I'll look at that. That's for normal file uploading, isn't it? I was wondering if there's a way to kind of put it as a REST endpoint. So they set up the upload endpoint here to upload file and listen on port 8080. And okay, now we have a base to build on top of. Let's set about implementing our upload endpoint to handle file uploads. So that upload file endpoint is actually much bigger now, the handler function. Yeah, there you go. So what you said, parse multi-part form, right? Parse a multi-part form, 10 to the 20, specifies a maximum upload of 10 megabyte files. 10 megabyte files, okay. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't really have anywhere to upload it to, you see. My admin application is a REST API, and that's my only problem. Like, I don't want to have to create yet another application just for uploading files. So can we do this better? I mean, I really didn't want to go down the B64 route, but we might have to, who knows. B64 encode, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So maybe we can do that, I mean, because essentially, like, what we have here is, let's run let's CMP. I have Urchin admin here. Ooh, what is going on here? I'm gonna run the admin application so you can kind of see what I mean. Yeah, so we have ways to add posts in the Rust web server. Oh no, this is the wrong web server. In the Urchin admin, say we wanted to add a post called no idea, body. Testing images, and then we do that, and then we also have, I don't know, some text here, and I want to be able to call an image here, so image ID image ID or something like that, right? Actually, I don't know what syntax it has to be, because that is probably valid syntax in Markdown. I don't want it to kind of mess up, and this is valid syntax in Postman. But say we wanted to add that, right? So post images. I want to basically replace this image ID tag here with an actual like link to an image or a HTML image in here. So yeah, let's beautify this and then send it and see what we get. So status request 2. Okay, so where's the result though? Postman console. Wait, where's my actual like reply here? Why does it not show me the reply? Ah, okay, yeah, it was just hidden. That kind of sucks, but yeah. So we got post ID 6, right? So in essence, if we go back to our web page here and we put ID 6, we can see that added thing. Obviously, I still have the image ID not being replaced here, but this is the goal for today. The goal for today is to be able to reference that image right here, right? So let's try and do that. As Kunai has mentioned, and as I said at the start of the stream, this is a REST API. I don't want to add another application just for sending the images. So what we're going to do is we're probably just going to B64 encode images and then send them over. Hello, background music. Is it loud or is it too much? I don't know. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. There you go. Let me know if it's better now. And hello, Vinay. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you on the stream. I missed you, dude. Missed you in the last few streams, and yeah, I wonder if you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay, dude. And by the way, man, you have to check out that PR. I've posted a few like feedback on there. You have to modify some of the stuff in the PR on the Game of Life repository, and then I'll merge those changes, dude. So like they're not too big. Actually, let's go over them now, right? I'm gonna go over them with you right now. So this is what I mean, Vinay. You have to go back into it, man. There wasn't much stuff, by the way, that I posted. I just hope that you kind of got the idea here. So basically, you remove some of the comments. I just said, you know, just if you're not using the code, just kind of remove it. So like, this is all commented code. You just got to remove it, dude. Not only that, I'm actually busy on my paper. No worries, dude. I didn't know that. I thought you just forgot about it. If you're busy on your paper, yeah, I'm not gonna bother you. I'll leave it here, and then you can come back to it whenever you're free, man. And then obviously just apply the comments that you remove back, and the rest is fine, dude. I actually like the changes. You're able to set whatever color in the grid that you want. And yeah, I don't know why I didn't add this before, but yeah, thank you very much. It's a good addition to this project. And by the way, me and Vinay are talking about a Python project that I created quite a while ago for a blog post, and in fact you can read the blog post here somewhere. There you go. It's on my website, which should, you know, it was titled consent. It was titled Conway's Game of Life in 80 lines of Python or less. Actually, I did it in like 73 lines or something, and it just shows you guys how you can implement something that looks very complex in very few lines of Python. And this is the repository for it, and it kind of does this. You set up the initial like board state, and like it will run the simulation in Python, and then render things with a library called Pygame, which is, you know, what you can see, the 2D screen that you can see here. And yeah, Vinay was kind enough to actually make some changes to this, and I appreciate that very much. So yeah, on to the CMS. Yeah, so the goal for today, I'm not gonna like explain again, but we want to replace this, and I was talking about B64 encoding things so we can send it through the REST API, and I think that's okay, right? If it's only an image, and we make sure that we don't upload anything more than like, I don't know, like 10 megabytes seems fine, to be honest. And yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can do that. We don't really care about the bandwidth waste right now, because you would be wasting essentially, yeah, I think it's a quarter, right? It's a quarter of the bytes that you have in B64. I think that's it. It's either a quarter or a third. So yeah, source, data, image, PNG, B64. Kunal, you gotta give me an example that's a bit out of context. So data, PNG, B64. I'm gonna Google for this. And is this something we can do in like an HTML file? Oh, this is to display. Oh right, yeah. This is us displaying the image, and that sounds cool. Which now makes me wonder, like, do we want to put these images on the file system, or do we want to put them in the database? Because, you know, this is a B64 text, right? Which is text. Now you can embed the image in tag using. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I've seen that before actually. It might be a very bad decision, but like for the sake of testing, can we upload B64 images and then store them in a database? Is that bad practice? Do you use Gin as the front end, as the web framework? Yeah, I do. I'm using Gin as well, Robin. So the admin page, the admin app is basically a clone of the main app, but it just has endpoints to modify my thing. Now, for you guys that actually do web development, do you know how bad of a decision it is to store the B64 images in a database? Because I'm really I'm really contemplating it. Because obviously with HTML we can display B64 images. So, you know, why not store them in a database as well? You know, keep it all in one thing. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm definitely gonna do that. So yeah, let's take a look at the endpoint here, and let's add another endpoint for sending the B64 image in. Storing image in DB is bad. Images need to go through CDN for large-scale apps. For POC is fine. Okay, yeah. I see what you mean now, Kunal. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Which framework use? Gin. Not so bad. If you use MongoDB, is quite common. Even renders the image if it's B64. Cool, yeah. I mean, I'm inclined to agree with Kunal here. I think it is bad, right? Because, you know, you're going to be fetching an image every time, or maybe multiple images through the database in a single post. So that's adding requests to the database, as well as, I guess the database is not going to be as efficient as putting it through a CDN or something like that, which is what he means. But this is a proof of concept, right? So let's do it anyway. Let's keep it all in the same database. For that, I need to modify my database, as you guys probably guessed, and we need to add a new migration here, right? So we have, I think the latest migration we have is this one here, adding a complex post. Now I'm gonna add another Goose migration here. Goose add, is that right? Yeah. Let's add a add image table. There you go. So, no dialect. Wait, what? What if I do my history and then a grep? Goose. Am I using the wrong thing? Oh yeah, it is. It's supposed to be Goose create. That's right. So let's do Goose create, and then we have what do we have here? So add images table, right? And it's going to be SQL. Great. So we have images table here, and we're just going to basically add another table. So I'm going to copy and paste that where this is up here, and then we're going to call it images, or was it post before? Yeah, images. Now, do we have an ID? Yeah, we have an ID, right? For each image, what do we actually need in HTML? So if you look at an image, they usually have the source, they have the attributes for accessibility, which is the alternative text. And what else do we actually need for an image in terms of SEO? So image, EMG, HTML, EMG, SEO tags. Because I want to make sure that we support some search engine optimizations here by storing all the necessary tags. As far as I know, that includes alternative. Is there anything else that we need to include as well? I guess not. So let's just put the alternative text here. So we have the ID, we have the B64 or B64. And then let's say we have the alt text, and then maybe a name to the image as well, right? Why not? Why is name being highlighted here? I have no idea. And then we can do drop table images as the down command, right? So yeah, let's see if this migration actually works now. So if we do goose up or something, and there you go. So we have the images now, and we just gotta basically add the endpoints to include this database, this B64 images. So yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna just check something in the oven. I actually put some food in the oven for my partner, and I need to make sure it's not burning. I'll be right back, guys. 1 minute. We are good. It's not burning, so win. Yeah, so like, let's add those endpoints, shall we? So I've got the admin app here, and you can see that I've got like posts, the CRUD posts here. And let's add the same thing. So we've got a CRUD for images. Now, what do we want to support? We want to be able to add an image. We want to be able to delete an image. Do we want to be able to modify an image? I'm wondering, probably not, right? So I don't care too much about adding the endpoint. And we want to be able to get an image, of course. So yeah, let's do that. So we've got the run here, and we've got r.get, and we're gonna do images and the ID for the getter, and we're gonna call it get image handler. And then we're going to pass in the database, because we're going to have to access the database for this case. I'm now interested in knowing a little bit more about you, Kunal. Are you a web developer? Do you have a lot of experience doing this kind of stuff? Because it could be helpful, dude. I might be asking you quite a lot of questions. We want to do the post endpoint as well on images, and then we're going to do a post image handler here. Let me know if you guys can see the text. I can zoom it in. I think it's fine now though, isn't it? And lastly, we want to be able to delete the images with the ID. No, actually, I'm just going to pass it as a JSON. And in here we can do, oh, what did I just do? What the hell? Okay. Delete image handler. And these three endpoints should be able to kind of give us the necessary functionality, right? Now, I'm going to start doing some refactoring here, because I have all the post stuff into one file here. So this is actually beginning to get a little bit complex. So let's put all the post stuff, it's post related CRUD handlers into its own file, and it's going to be the same package. Then let's delete post handler, and what do we have? Admin app, right? Package admin app, and we're going to put everything here. Okay, so we don't need 0 log so far. We don't need encoding JSON or any of that. We do need these. What don't we have here? So what is this? So unidentified image handler. Yeah. So this is where we're gonna create a new file called image.go, and this is where we're gonna add all the endpoints that we need, right? So these 3 endpoints. Let's go in here. Just gonna add it here for now, so don't forget. Package. We have admin app. I think it was, right? Admin app. Was that right? Yeah, I think it was. And yeah, so we have a first function which is going to get the get image handler, right? Image. Or should we do the addition first? Let's do the addition first, because we can just test it a little bit better. So yeah. me think about this. Yeah, func get image handler, and we're going to pass in a database, which is going to be a database.database, and it's going to return a function that takes in the gin context. And yeah, that's it, right? That's what we want. Now, I've got a question to ask you guys. I know that some of you said they used to do PHP back in the day, so Robin used to do that. How many unsafe file uploaders have you written in the past, dude? Because like, there was this really malicious bug in PHP where you could upload a PHP file, and if the person has misconfigured the PHP installation, the interpreter, you would be able to then interpret that. You'd be able to interpret that shit in your web server, right? Too many. Yeah. So yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, this particular bug was crazy, by the way. So let's see if I can find it here. I remember like most websites in PHP had that issue. It was pretty bad. Yeah, there you go. File upload vulnerability. So it's the way it used to be configured by default or something. Let's see if there's like some news on this. I mean, there's a lot of articles on exploiting that, but yeah. But I'm not sure if it's such a problem with the newer versions of PHP now, though. I think they did kind of mitigate this a little bit. But yeah, it used to be crazy. And that's why I kind of prefer doing Go anyway, because Go being a language you have to build, a compiled language, right? That means that you can't just kind of upload a Go file accidentally, or let your users upload a Go file and then have that Go file being interpreted, because, you know, unless you're calling Go run or Go build by your web server, you know, they're not going to be able to have the facilities to basically compile the newly uploaded Go file and then, you know, run that binary. So it's a little bit harder with Go. There are many file upload vulnerabilities, but the most common was RCE, remote code execution. Basically upload a PHP file and then the web server includes the file and runs the code uploaded. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the very good one. But yeah, it used to be like such a problem back in the day, and that's why PHP was kind of considered a very unsafe language, as far as I remember. Just because, not the language being unsafe itself, it's just that, you know, the users didn't seem to be very knowledgeable. Because PHP was a very accessible language, right? Anyone without any coding knowledge could kind of like create a PHP website by just looking at tutorials online. And they didn't really care so much about the actual, you know, vulnerabilities that they would introduce. So yeah, PHP has a bad rep because of that, I guess, but to me it was a good language. I still like it, you know. There's still a lot of stuff written in PHP, so I can't shit on it. But anyway, yeah, so we've got the function here, so let's return that func that takes in gin.context. And in here we're going to obviously access the database. I'm gonna get the image from database, and I'm gonna create the same thing here for the post one. Hello Peter, welcome sir. It's good seeing you, man. How was your weekend? I hope you're doing just great, my dude. Right. And then here we're going to post or put or add the image to the database, right? But before, we obviously have to get the body of the image, which I guess will kind of include what do we have? We have the name, and then we have the alternative text, and then we have the content, right? So the B64 here. That's what's going to be coming into here. So yeah. I have never used Gin or Go, but could you not use the Gin context for the file upload? Send a link to Discord if you have GitHub. Maybe super wrong. So yeah, no, I'm sure that you can. As what's his name? Kunal has said previously, there is a multiform handler here. So like, but the problem is, like, this is all I guess a REST API. So this is not really, like, I don't have a front end that I can like say, you know, select your file and upload. So that's why I'm trying to do in B64 here. I know it's not the best, and it's probably the worst approaches we can do. But I just want to keep it all as a REST API for now. And yeah, do send me the link on Discord, and I'll check it out right now. Indeed, there's nothing as such when it comes to learning coding. Thank you, Peter. I can see it, Robin. Let's see. So go REST example. Start server. Wait, upload. Controller upload file. So there's a controller thing. Go REST examples API controller. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at this. I'm interested now. So we've got multi-part file header. Postman has multi-part support, if I'm not wrong. Ah, okay. Does it? I think you might be right, yeah. Maybe it does somewhere. So that should not limit you just because you don't have a front end to the request. Yeah, cool. I'll definitely try that out. Thank you. I mean, this is probably a much better approach. But I'll probably still store it on the database. Yeah, let's do this. So I'm definitely gonna just copy this. Maybe not the VS Code version, but Postman. Yeah. Still start server post. No, I'm not sure. I never used it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure either, but we can try it out. We can definitely try it out. I'm just seeing how this is kind of form file. Okay. Yeah, no, let's copy that and then we'll put it over here somewhere. I like this. It'll be much better if the user doesn't have to like B64 encode and then send it through a database, a JSON file. This is the post, this is the image. Right, so where's multipart from? MIME, multipart, file handler. Where's base from though? Send another link on multipart for Postman. Thank you, dude, thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, sorry. We got both now. So body and then text file. Ah, okay, I didn't know that. Cool. Coolio. Yeah, only thing is, base, where is this coming from? I mean, destination. This song sucks, so let's move it. So source file open. If the error is a nil, return that and the error. And we defer the file close. What's n in this case? Return n. Oh, this is the name of the file. Okay, yeah, this is the name of the file. Sprint f, and then we've got the file name. Oh, the time and then the file name. Cool. Yeah, I mean, maybe I can do with just that, I guess. Without the spaces. Now, what is base though? Is base supposed to be like the, I guess? Well, slash base. I'm confused here. Bad naming the author. See from file. Thank you, Canal. I will use that. So basically, it should be here, right, somewhere. So we do c.form file, and then the file. What does that do? What is c.form file? Form file returns the first file for the provided form key. Okay, so that will be the actual key, name in the form. So file, and then say I want to c.form value. Is that correct? No. Can I do a form file request as well as a JSON to go with it? Well, maybe I don't need it, do I? Because I want to be able to kind of upload the alt text with this. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to do that. C save uploaded file destinations. C.save. Ah, cool. So I could save it to a temporary directory and then put it in a database, or I could just save it directly on the file system. See, I'm kind of like torn between implementations now. I could just save it directly to the file system with this into like a media directory. Or I could save it in a database and also include things like the alternative text, and then more information like when the file is uploaded and whatnot. But I'm not too sure if it's a good approach there. The song is too loud. Anyway, let's try this. Let's put it in the media file. So we've got urchin. Oh, the media file, I guess, right? Is it common app settings? Yeah, common app settings. In DB, you can save the file path along with metadata. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that sounds much better. That sounds much better. So save the image in the file system and then just the metadata in the DB. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's do that. Yeah, Kunal was right. Thank you, Vinay. See, without you guys, I have zero kind of web dev experience, so I just don't know how things are done. So we have the app settings. I'm gonna say urchin root beer. Media directory. I need to change the app settings so I can pass in the media to it. So image. Yeah, what was it called? The urchin image directory. What is this naming convention though? I have no idea what I even did here. So maybe we should change it all to like database address instead. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So rename settings, database address. Database address. Oh no. Database port. Rename symbol, database user. Database password. And database name here. Yep, what Canal said, or save it to cloud as your, yeah. Let's do it locally now, and then we can think about integrating S3 onto this, and then we push it to S3 or something. That's much easier to serve from. Or we can do both. We can do like an interface where, you know, it's essentially the file uploader either uploads it to S3 or locally, right? So we can hopefully, I think you can do interfaces in Golang, so that would be a good application of it. And then we have here the image directory. And there is one more thing I have to change as well, which is the load settings now has to have the image directory. I'm just going to copy this one and then put it here. I can't spell directory today. Okay, and then we can pass it in here. So image directory is image directory. Cool. Image.go now has access, should have access to image directory, right? Right? Yeah, okay, so what is this going to do? So we need to pass in the file and then the string. And this returns, I guess, the file, right? Multiple file header. So we need to do file an error here, and if the error is a nil, can we defer this? Defer file dot. Just close the thing? No. Do we need to close the file? I guess not, right? Anyway, so log dot error .msgf could not upload file, and then we're going to return here, early return, and then here we have the file from the looks of it, and then image directory, and then can we do a sprintf here? Sprintf, where we have the image directory from the app settings. And what else do we want? I kind of liked this one. I'm gonna get the time now UTC, Unix. So I'm gonna get a timestamp and then paste it down there as well. So we have the timestamp here. So timestamp and then the file name. So I kind of like the layout. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Okay, now the thing is, the file name has to be here, right? So the file name, there you go. Oh no. This has to be the app settings dot image directory here, and then we want the file name. Oh no, and then we want the UTC time, and then the file name, right? So we want the f file dot file name. Now I've got a question for you guys. You know why I do the UTC time before the actual file name? Because I could have done the file name and then the UTC file, right? Does anyone know why? This is something that I recently started doing. You know, before, maybe like 2 months ago, I didn't do it this way. I did it the other way around, but then didn't realize that would kind of make my life worse sometimes. But I've got, yeah, that's the question. Do you know why I pass in the UTC time in the as the first thing in the file name? File sorting, exactly, yeah, makes sense. It's the file sorting, yeah. Which is a very good point, actually. If you do the UTC time first, and if it's like a Unix timestamp, the files are guaranteed to be sorted by the day, right? Because, you know, it's just what the file system is going to do. And as far as I know, Windows, Linux, Mac, they all sort by the file name, and if you do it this way, alphabetically, you know, the file that was created before all the other files will come first. Now, this is another reason for why you should be using American timestamps as well whenever you know, creating files by hand. So for example, if I was to create a file today, maybe a text file or something like that, and you wanted to guarantee that everything is sorted correctly, you could do, you know, was it the 5th of the 2nd of 2024, right? And then my name here, so hello.txt. But this is obviously not going to be sorted, because as soon as you come in to the month here, like you know, when the month changes, you know, it's probably not going to be sorted, is it? Let me think about this now. Is it going to be sorted? Oh no, yeah. As soon as the month changes and you've got another file in with a date that's like the 4th or something, the 4th of the 3rd, then, you know, your ordering messed up. But if you do it the American way, which is 2024, and then the month and then the date, that kind of, that's sorted for you for free. So yeah. I also realized this when I started working with people who write their files like this, who write their timestamps manually like this. And I used to like complain a lot, like, why can we not use the American way, please? And then they were like, no, because of this. And then I was like, yeah, I agree. I see the point. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue now. So this should have saved the file to the correct directory, which is images directory. And then the etc time and then the file name, right? Does this return an error by any chance? Yeah, it does return an error. So we need to do error equals that. And if error is a nil, we kind of want to show the error, right? So log error msgf, couldn't save the file, and then we do this and then error. Oh, error. And again we return. So yeah, I mean, this is the actual file saving part of it, right? So this is where we save the file to the file system, right? And then this is where we end it. And now we gotta like save the metadata, save metadata into the DB, right? This is what we said we were gonna do. So I made a mistake here. So the first mistake I made is having this B64, this B64 column here in my table. We don't need that anymore, right? We don't need that anymore. Let's just say we want the name and the alternative text. That's all. And this is going to be the original name and then the alternative text. I'm pretty sure I need to undo the changes on the goose. So it's down to, okay, let's say I do down to this one. Copy path, nope, copy name. Can I copy the name? Okay, F2 and then copy it. Okay, good. And then we can do a goose up again if we remove that, and then do whatever goose up. Now we should be able to kind of go into a database, so sudo MySQL, and then I use Go CMS, and then we've got, is it show table? Was it images, right? What is the command for showing the schema of a table again? MySQL show table. Show table schema. Oh, describe, right? It's describe. That's what I'm looking for. Fuck. Okay, good. So it did work. Just wondering if the Goose migration actually was changed. If we managed to remove that extra field we don't necessarily need anymore, which is the B64. Anyway, going back to this, we now need to basically just copy from the post here. I'm gonna probably copy some of this, to be honest. Where is it? Add post, database.add post. Yeah, let's do another function of the database to add image, I guess. So what do we have here? So func. We got func, part of the DB. Add image, and then we've got, what do we need here? So we will need the name as a string, and then we also need the alternative text as a string, and then we send an error back. And then this function will add the image metadata to the database. And we probably do need a transaction, I think, which means I will probably just copy and paste from the post here. And then put it here. So, right, if the name is nil, let me think about this. I mean, can we guarantee that these things will not be empty? Maybe not. So let's just put a check here in case anyway. So if the name is, sorry, if the length of the name is like 0, I guess. Oh, what am I even doing? Name.empty, is that a thing? Is that a thing? Yeah. No, it's not. Wait, how do you check if there's no empty for strings in Golang? I am interested now. This can't be, right? Golang looks like a nice enough language to have it. Yeah, you just check if it's empty, I guess, right? Yeah, equals. Thank you, Griffin. Hello, by the way. It's good to see you, man. So we've got the name. If the name is empty, then we're going to return an error here, right? So we return fmt.error. Comma. Then empty alternative alt text. In Go, functions doc should start will, and sentence should always start. Wait, in Go, function doc should start with double, not triple. Nice. And sentence should always start with function name to generate proper docs. Ah, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Thank you, man. Add image. I will change all of them now. Thank you, Kunal. Any more functions? No, I think that's it for now. Right, so yeah, we don't really need these ones here from the other thing. We've got the commits here, so that means we need to create a query, right? So query is going to be something like insert into images. And we have the name and the alt values, and then we have tx.execute, right? And then this is returns an okay, I'm pretty sure that the ID is returned here, right? In the result. Let's check that out anyway. So we have the result and the error. I'm going to be executing the query with name and all. Actually, I'm going to make another change as well, dude. I'm going to make another change. So instead of the name, I'm going to have the file name here. Yeah, I'm going to have the file name. And then let's do a down to again. And then we save that, and we're going to do a goose up. Just to make sure, we're going to go into MySQL here. Describe images. Good, we've got a file name. Reason being is like I want to know where this image is actually kind of stored. And maybe that really should be the ID, right? I guess. Yeah, I think maybe that should be the ID, and not the ID itself. Like, we don't need an auto increment ID. Is it faster to use an auto increment ID as the ID, as the primary key, rather than the file name as a primary key? It just makes sense to me that, you know, this is unique enough, I guess. But then we can have two different people uploading the same image name in the same second or millisecond, which might cause an issue. Huh. Yeah, maybe we'll just leave it as it is. Let's not do that. So let's leave the file name there, but not use it as a primary key. Yeah, so we've got the post image, which now needs to access the DB. So it'll be like database.add image, and then we've got the file name, which will be name and the file name. How do I document the parameters? Let's see. Let's see how we document parameters. Golang.func parameters. There is an explicit documentation of function parameters in Go docs. Any necessary details not covered by the name and the type of parameter should go into the document for the function. For example, every function is standard library. What do they do? Any way that will override the file in the system in case of name conflict in the exact time. Any way that will override the file in the file system in case of file conflict in the exact time. Do you mean like the gin one will do that? So the gin file save function does that? Is that what you mean by that, Kunal? I'm not entirely sure here. By the way, auto increment should almost never be used today. Fine for POC, but UUID is the best alternative. If you use the ID as the file name, someone could just loop through all the images uploaded. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, maybe we'll look into that. Two files with the same name cannot exist. But they can though. That's what I mean. Like if you go into the way I've written the function currently, at least, you get a form file here, right? Which can be any any file name, I guess, right? UUID v4 is the way to go. Cool. Let's add some UUID v4. SQL UUID. Using the UUID string ID string as UUID. So does it create one automatically for us? In the above example, the ID column has to be generated, has no generated by default defined. Therefore, whenever you insert a new row, you need to explicitly specify the value for the ID column as UUID generated by default. Okay, so that's optional. Do we support UUID here? And also, which version of UUID is this? This is UUID v3, right? It looks like it from the layout. Let's see if MySQL supports that. MariaDB. It does support it. Yeah, you need to generate the UUID before inserting it to the DB. Cool. UUID results are intended to be unique, but cannot always be relied upon to be unpredictable and unguessable. Or maybe not anymore. Have looked at documentation. Yeah, I mean, it seems like the Oracle one, which is the MySQL, right? That one has a generated by default option, but I can't see that on MariaDB, so we're gonna have to do it anyway. Yeah, let's get a library to do that then. Search Golang UUID. Yeah, I'll do that. I am firstly gonna change this real quick thing here. So we're gonna do a goose. We're gonna go down, I guess, down to this, which removes this, I guess, and then we're gonna is it string? What was it again? Wait, what was MariaDB? UUID as string. Oh, string as UUID. I just want to see like a bit of code where we can specify that this string is going to be a UUID. Let's just GPT it, right? So ChatGPT, why not? Give me the schema for a table in MariaDB that has a column called UUID, which stores a UUID string, primary key. So character 6. Okay. Wait, so there isn't a type. Is there a type? It says that there is a type here. Oh no, this is a function. Ah, okay. Select UUID. Okay, let's just save it as a character 36 then. I'm not convinced that there is no way to automatically generate a UUID with a database. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep going for a second. V4 has different length, so I think GPT was wrong there. Yeah, V4 has different length, doesn't it? So, let's see. V4 length. No, it's 36 characters as well, so. Is it not just the way that you generate UUID that changes? It's like the functions, the method to generate those characters change. That's the difference between identifier UUID versions, right? 32 exclamation, 5 groups in the middle. Yeah, no, so this is fine still. You can see more information about the UUID data type from Oracle here. Here's a list of other databases with UUID supported. MySQL. So create table, varchar, default, UUID. Yeah, so we can do this apparently, right? Does it? Let's see if it works. So we have varchar 36 here. And we have a default of UUID, primary key, and no auto increment. Now is this gonna work? We will see. Okay. And then I'm gonna figure out if I now have to add that. I'm gonna try inserting it without the UUID here, right? So you got file name. Oh, okay, result is not used. So if error is nil, we're going to return. I guess we just return the arrow, right? But then result. What does result return? So last inserted ID. Yeah, this returns the auto increment ID here. I don't want that. So maybe it is better for us to include it, so we can then, because the idea is I want to, you know, whenever you push a file, an image, I want to be able to return the ID of that image to the user in a JSON or something, right? So it seems like the query result does not return that. So yeah, I mean, but if we were creating our UUID here, you know, something, and then passing it in here, so then if this succeeded, we can pass it on here. So I think the best way is actually to create the UUID before. So Golang UUID v4. This package contains a minimal implementation of GUIDs in Go. New returns the function parse. Okay, is it part of the standard library? It can't be, right? So I copied it. Let's do a go get on this. Go added, and now we should be able to use this, right? So UUID new. Let's try that. So UUID dot new. What is this going to return us? So an error, a UUID error. So if it's not nil, we should be able to return, I guess, the error. Do we want to log if we can? I think this is exceptional enough, right? So we can log it. So we can do log dot error f error msgf, and then we can do could not create the UUID. Oh. And then in here we can use that, so we can now do UUID first. String, right? Okay, and that means we've inserted the image in here. And then we can commit this whole thing and then return. Now, I would like to return a UUID here as well, so let's do that. So a string, which is the UUID. Name is the file name with the timestamp, I guess. File name saved to the disk. File name, the original file name of the image. And then we have the alt is the alternative text. And then we can do, you know, returns a UUID. And returns that otherwise. So okay. Any suggestions by anyone? Anything I'm doing wrong? Can you guys spot anything? Because I have no idea, yeah, if it's gonna work, but we can try. We can obviously try. So we're gonna return that an error. I'm also gonna return this an error. And there you go. I think this should be enough. This should be what we need, right, for adding the metadata. Now, probably the hardest part done. So we're gonna add the image. So we've got the file, also the, I guess, the file name, right? We're gonna need that file name. And let's copy this bit here. Or the sprintf. Let's paste it here. What did we need? We needed the database, the name of the file, so file name. Oh no, this is the original name. So file name. This is very confusing now, but because we've got two file names, we'll figure that out in a second. And the alternative text. Now this is what we need to grab part of the form, right? So in the post.go, there is a function that will, I guess, get some part of the request. There you go, the decoder. That's kind of what we need. But shouldn't the file name stored in the file system be the ext? Good question. What is the ext again? Extension. Shouldn't be the uid.extension. Yeah, you're right. You're right, because if you have two of the same file, right, then at least the UID won't be the same. Now, how do we do this? Ooh. Maybe we can add an ID then here. So it will take in the ID in here. So ID string. Let's scrape that name thing. And then we also don't have name here. And then we're going to remove that from the database as well. Let's just keep the name. Oh, what? I removed the wrong fucking thing. Jesus Christ. This is what I meant to do. Yeah, keep the name and then remove the file name. That's my bad. And then we keep the actual name in the metadata. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I think I've done something similar in the web crawler that I've released in Go before. So I like it. I like it. Thank you, Kunal. So yeah. So we still have UID file name. Gotta remove the file name here. And then remove one of these. And back in the migrations. Yeah, we've got that. And then here we can just go down to something again. No migrations run. Okay. And then we can do goose up. There you go. Just to make sure MySQL. Hey, how is it going? Hey, Bogdan. Not doing too bad, dude. Welcome to the stream. I mean, you're asking about the CMS work in the last stream, and this is it. Stick around, dude. By the way, guys, I would appreciate if you guys can drop a like in the video just to get my views up tomorrow. Thank you very much. And yeah, so yeah, let's go sudo MySQL and see what if the migration actually worked. I don't know why, but I don't trust it. I'm not trusting the migrations. Describe images. Yeah, good. So we got UID name and alternative text. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I saw you live and immediately pressed it. Liked all live streams. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's very kind of you, dude. Hey, Bogdan. Where are you from, dude? I'm guessing Eastern Europe somewhere. I like to ask my viewers where they're from and where they're watching me from. Kunal, you still haven't said, dude. Where are you from? It's interesting that I get people watching me from all over the world, and that still like blows my mind sometimes. Yeah, Romanian. Nice, dude. Yeah, I used to work with a Bogdan as well, and he was also from Romanian. So yeah, he was a Romanian living in the UK. He's a nice guy. Had a very long hair. Morocco. Hey, welcome. India, Bangalore. Nice, dude. And Sweden. Nice. Yeah, see, you're getting people from all over the world, and I appreciate that. This is what's nice about streaming. Like, you get to meet a lot of people, a lot of interesting people, and people from different cultures. So I do appreciate that, and it's one of the experiences that I don't normally get if I'm coding by myself. But yeah. And by the way, Nesso, welcome to the stream. I don't think you're the only Swedish here, dude. I think Robin, you're from Sweden as well, aren't you? So you found a friend for you, dude. You guys can do a Golang meetup in Sweden. Right, so we've got add image. What did I pass in here? So we've got the ID. Let's put this as the UUID, right? UUID. And we don't have to create that here. We create it in the handler function. Okay, so if error is nil. What error? And then we return that UUID back. Oh no. Actually, we don't really need to return the UID again, because we can only simply return the error here. Because if it didn't return any error, then the caller already has the UID that they passed in, right? So they can deal with it. So yeah, let's remove that. Let's do it. Minor refactor. I'm a Swede as well, yeah. Now, another question that I like to ask my viewers is like, what is the popular food of your country? Like, I know we had Joey from the Netherlands, which has, he mentioned a few interesting foods from the Netherlands, including the herring. So, what is something that you guys eat a lot in Sweden, for example? Is there anything? Oh, the Swedish meatballs, right? I guess. That's all the Swedish food I know, by the way. And we have IKEA here in the UK, so this is what I eat every time I go to IKEA. Is this actually a popular dish, Robin? Can you tell me right now if this is like just a UK thing, or if you guys actually eat a lot of this this dish in Sweden? And it's got like a cranberry sauce in IKEA. I'm not sure if it's quite common. Yes, it's common. I visit IKEA for that only. Indeed, yeah. Me too. So IKEA is, I guess, the biggest export of Sweden, isn't it? But I love these meatballs, dude. They're so nice. I'm gonna try and make this at some point though. The Swedish meatballs on pasta. That sounds very good. But yeah. I know there's some of you from India as well, and I absolutely love Indian food. Like, my favorite type of cuisine is actually Indian. Like, I only go to, British Indian restaurants, I'd say, right? Because the food is probably not quite the same. But yeah. Mickey and Somali are pretty awesome in Romania. I'll try that. Let me try that. Let me see. Mickey and Somali. That sounds very similar to Swedish meatballs. Like a mash and... Oh, that looks lovely, dude. That looks amazing. So what is it, like some sort of like meat kebab, I would say, like minced meat and then some chips? Well, this is like mash, right, I guess. Somali is usually made near Christmas time and is basically pork meat with rice and vegetable wrapped in a pickled cabbage leaf. That sounds very good, dude. I'm gonna try it out. Like, if I ever see a Romanian restaurant here in the UK, I'm definitely gonna ask for this. I'm gonna put that in my memory. Michi and Sarmale. Sarnale or Sarmale? Sarmale, right? Minecraft, Spotify, IKEA, Saab, Volvo. Oh yeah, shit. All these things are Swedish. That is true. Spotify. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know Spotify is Swedish. That's cool. Anyway, back to coding now. We've had a little chit chat. So yeah, I mean, let's see where we're calling this thing. We're taking too long now to kind of do this. So in here, this is where we need the name and the alt string, right? So the name. I'm gonna just drop that file name thing. I'm gonna put it as the UID. UID, so an error is gonna be UID dot new here. If error is a nil, then we're gonna, well, probably gonna log it. Log.error msgf. Couldn't create the UID in this case. Okay, and the file name is. Do we have the file name here? But do we have the extension? Can we get the extension? Right. How do we quickly get the extension go? Split. There you go. We can split. Is last the thing? No. Right, how do I get the reverse and get, what the hell? This is what VS Code gives you for reversing a string. Jesus Christ. This is scary. This is very scary. I just want to get the last element of the list. So how can we do that? Get last element or slice in Golang. Extension strings, last index. Okay, cool. Last index, thank you. See, that's the difference between someone who actually knows Golang and someone who does not. But anyway, why is VS Code saying this though? Like, if I did dot last or reverse, look at that. This is scary. So what is this actually doing? This has got like a double loop here. I don't even want to take a look at that. That's ruined my night. Just that right there. So last index, extension. Okay, thank you. And we'll figure out what this does. So extension, strings dot last index. Is that a thing? So we've got the my file, the file dot file name. Oh, strings. There you go. So what does that do? I'm used to it. Last index returns the index of the last instance of substring in S, or -1 if the string is not present in S. Okay, so that's just going to return me the extension, which is an integer. Sorry, now I need to kind of do, you know, extension index. I guess I kind of need to do something like, you know, the extension is actually, what is it, file name. Can I do sub? Can I do this? Does this work? Is it like Python? Or you can do a slice length of slice -1. That's true, yeah. But does this also work? Is it like Python where you can do slice Golang range, I guess? Like I can just substring it. Yeah, 1 to 4 kind of seems to work, right? Now the thing is, does it, if I just do this, right? So we do 1, 2, so if I get it from the second onwards, what happens? Yeah, cool. So that works as expected. We do not need to check that we do have the extension, right? So if the extension isn't, or is more than 0, I guess, more than or equals to 0, oh, that was right. We have to log an error. MSGF could not get file name extension. And then we're gonna actually have the file name here, which should be something like fmt.sprintf. And then we have the uuid.extension here. And that's just as easy as that. So the file dot, oh sorry, uuid.string, and then the file extension here. Use filepath.ext, much simpler. Filepath, okay. Can we do that? So we have that file.filename, which is a string. Filepath dot is new a thing? How do we create a file path? How do we create a file path from a string? I am interested now. Yeah, this will probably kind of parse my paths much better, right? So clean base. Oh, right. Let me see how we create a file path, because I'm not sure. Create file path. Go on. Oh, absolutely, yeah. You're passing a string, right? Let's do that. So file path. Use file extension. Oh, that takes a string. Oh, Jesus, I thought it was like something we have to kind of create and then use the .ext on there. Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize that. Shit. Yeah, let's use that. Much better. So file path.ext, and then we have the string here. So file.filename. What does that return? A string. So ext returns the file name extension used by path. The extension is the suffix beginning at the final dot. If it is empty, if there is no dot, right? Yeah, so we just need to check that the extension is not empty, right? So we return here, and then we log error.msgf. No, could not get file extension. Actually, like, ideally, we want to check which files we support, right? So we want to check that the extension is supported here. So for example, PNG and JPEG will definitely be supported, but like MP3 I'm not too bothered about, right? So that's what we do. Okay, that's a string, and you've got the extension there, file name, save uploaded file to file name. We still need this as well, which will be the app settings.image directory. I'm going to save in that directory. I hope this is going to be like a nice absolute path. Actually, we'll probably need to use path.join, right? So file path.join, is that a thing? Yeah. So we are gonna join these two. And what will that return though? So test. What does this return? A string as well. Yeah, because in here we want to do the app settings dot image directory and then the UUID string plus the extension. .sprintf. Because in this way we kind of know that it works in both Windows and Linux, right? It's not gonna like do a forward trail on Windows and give us some obscure issues in the future. So I actually have a very interesting bug the other day at work. Well, the other day, it was like a month ago, where we have like the service or this test application that was kind of like downloading a bunch of files, a bunch of builds, and then testing them online on AWS. So we will deploy like a lot of machines to test something. Essentially, I can't go too much into detail, but then it wasn't working for some odd reason. It just wasn't working. So we would notice that the download would like complete, and then it would like unzip the stuff, and then it would fail after that. And I shit you not, it took me like 30 minutes to debug this thing and figure out that this zip file has been created on Windows with the Windows terminal like zip application or something, and the zip file has been unzipped on a Linux server, and all the paths, because it was on Windows, they were like backward slashes. For some reason, the zip central directory records that. And the zip would say it succeeded, the unzip would say it succeeded, but if it didn't unzip like most of the files. And that was a very obscure bug, and this is why you should always use the file path stuff when you can. Obviously, file path is file path in Golang, but in Python is like os.path, and then in Rust is like the actual path structure. So use those things that are available to you, because they will always prevent you from introducing weird little bugs to do with the file system. So anyway, that's a nice little story of what happened on my work the other day. So test. So what is this? This is declared. This returns a string. Yeah, it returns a string, right? I'm gonna call this image path, and then this will be, I guess, this here, because I want to reuse it as well. So let's just oh, what did I do? Okay. Image path here, and then we've got the file name. Why did I do the file name? Why did I want that? I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to store it in a different variable. I thought I would need it separately, but maybe not. So that's a name, and then the alt string. Testing image upload. That just has the alt text, right? So it's a string and it's going to be from the JSON. Or just all. Oh, it's fine. Add image request, and then we've got the add image request because we want to deserialize the decoder. Disallow unknown fields. Decoder, I guess, into my add image request, and it has to be this, right? I think. Yeah. And if error isn't nil, so we get the metadata from the request. JSON and form data are two different MIME types. You have to send form field. I guess so, not sure though. Does it not work like this? So I can't send, for example, let's say we have another request here, which is a post request to localhost. Oh. 8081 images. Wait, actually, how do you even set it up? Because fuck, it was just there. I closed the wrong thing. I'm gonna have to check on Discord again for the link Robin sent before, because that had a way of setting up multiple uploads and multi-part uploads. Control-Shift-T to restore tab. Oh, cool. Control-Shift-T. Does it work? Oh, it does. What the hell? I didn't know. Thank you. I was not aware of this. Yeah, form data and then text and file. I can pass it as a header, alright? Is that a bad thing to do? So I guess body here, form data, a file, select file. So if I want to change send a download here, something I use for this. Oh, I can't do both. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Interesting. Create another key for all text. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, yeah. So this will be the file, right? And this is gonna be the alt text. Cool. I guess in here I'm gonna have to scratch this shit for now, and then I can do c.form. Is it gonna be in the form though, or is it in the header? Wait, where is it gonna be? So alt. What is this gonna return me? Form value, right? Yeah. And what does this return? A string. I hate the Pascal case here. The Pascal thing. Alt text is now. Now, is this gonna work? Is this what this does? I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, we'll figure out. So we save uploaded file to the disk, and then we add the image to the database. But then if this fails, we kind of want to delete from the disk, right? I guess. So error, if error is a nil, log dot error dot msg function. Nope. msgf. Don't we already log this? We log all of them, right? Yeah, we just return errors. Okay. Could not add image metadata. Yeah, before this return, we kind of want to remove the image here, right? So, remove a file with Golang. How do we do that? So Geeks for Gigs is been offline for a good hour now. So os.remove. Okay, yeah, let's try that. os.remove. What does it take? A string. A string, which is the image path, right? I guess. And what does this return? Error. Could not remove image. Okay, good. I mean, we should be Gucci now. At least we tried to remove the image. And then we want to serve this, right? We kind of want to say c.json, and then we send the status code http.status OK, I think. And we've got gin.h here. And that would be the UUID.string in this case. Yeah, I think that's it, right? So let's see if this works now. So we have obviously run this, and we're still running gin here. Sorry, air. But we kind of need to run the urchin admin here. I am pretty sure that we kind of want to put the urchin image directory as media in here, right? And let's try and send that now, see if it works. Or do I want to debug it? Let me debug this shit. I'm not gonna run it here, I'm gonna just debug it. So I'm gonna create another debug file for this, so urchin admin, and then the end file will admin CMS app. Now we need to take a look at the end file because it's got a bunch of shit here that we need. So for example, we need the urchin is it image directory, and I'm gonna do a pwd to this and then media as well. There was something else that was needed as well, but I guess we'll figure it out. Let's run the admin application here. Error, unexpected new line. Ooh, right, this is interesting. So go urchin admin debug. That is very interesting though. Let me close this real quick and open it again. Maybe the LSP just messed up. Got a temple LSP running. What even is this? Make file tools. Let's try and run the admin app again. Build error. Go this build. Syntax error unexpected. Comes to literal. Oh, okay. This is just a syntax error in my main go. Never mind. What is it? And then we've got another error here as well, which is delete image handler. We don't care about this one. We don't care about this one. We don't have those endpoints just yet. Do we? Okay. Let's try and run it now. Yeah, great. So we've got the image handler here. Let's see what comes in when we send that request with oh, did I really not do something here? Okay. Let's move all the post stuff to the post directory, I guess. Can I not move it? Really? Can I really not move shit to post? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. But anyway, let's then rename this one to images, and then create a new request in here. Let's delete this one. We got images there, and then we have it's in the body, right? Yeah, form data, and then we've got file. Select files, and then we've got alt here. Let's save that, and then let's send it. See what happens. Connection refused. Why? The app is not running, that's why. Damn, VS Code is getting cluttered now. Rename, upload the image. Okay, let's send it. Okay, yeah, we hit the breakpoint. You stopped the debug. Yeah, thank you guys. By the way, welcome to the stream, Day of Redemption. Good to see you again, dude. Hope you're doing great. Media date is not present. Okay, yeah, let's see. So is it not going to create the directory for me? So form file, could not upload file. No such file. What? Okay, so no such file is what we get here. Body. And we definitely have that file there. It's interesting. Don't think you JSON'd a file this time. I mean, I'll try again. Let's remove this and then do a file here as a file, and then select the file as a folder. Let's save this. We've saved it now. Let's send that. Let's send that over. Oh yeah, now I've stopped the debugger once again. Yeah, what the hell? Could not upload file. HTTP not such file. I'm gonna Google this. What is going on here? Replace upload file with file and it should work. What does this person have? So they've got a whatever this is. I don't know what this is. I check that the type used is multi-part form data. Or is it? Is it multi-part form data? If you add a -g in your browser address bar while searching for something, it will automatically use Google. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. Learning something new every day. Content type, multi-part form data. Okay, cool. Content type. The headers, right? Yeah. Multi-part form data. Let's save that. And let's just let it go now. And then let's do it again. Let's see if we can trigger it this time. So alt text does work. Oh, this still doesn't work. No such file directory. That goes into header. Yeah, did that, Kamal. When you hover there near key, you need a selected file from dropdown. Yeah, I do have that though. So we have that's been added automatically anyway, so the content type there, I don't need to do it. So you can see the hidden ones is, you know, is going in. The body, however, I don't want the key though. Yeah, it's file there. What if I just like remove the key for now? What happens? Does it work? So it's unknown. Yeah, no, that's still not working. Error. Ooh, what's the error now? Request a content type isn't multi-part form data, but it is. Let's remove that one. So content type here is multi-part form data. So let's try again. Why are we getting the request type? Content type isn't multi-part form data because it's there. Ah, fuck. So upload image. And if I go to headers, we can see the 9 hidden headers. Content type, it says multi-part form data here. I don't understand what's not working. The hidden header may be incorrect. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, but I mean, can I not show this one and then just kind of put my own here? Let's see. On the side, form data, accept encoding. Okay, so let's save that and let's send it. And then we have another one. There's no multi-part. Yeah. Wait, let's just see what it says. No multi-part boundary param in content type. Which is what this is doing, right? This is adding a boundary equals whatever is calculated when the request is sent. Interesting, interesting. Let's Google it, see if we can manually set this. Is this the length of the file? Let's see. Maybe it's the length of the file. You need to have boundaries to know which field starts at which position in the byte array that's sent to the set. Ah, cool, cool. So maybe it's not setting the right boundary, you say. You can test it with curl. Yeah, I can test it with curl. I'm pretty sure that this will actually give us the code here as well, right? Oh, what the fuck am I doing? No code, yeah, there you go. So multipart form data form test mail alt text. Yeah, let me see what the boundary should be, because I can set the boundary myself. I just wanna. If you use one of the multipart content types, you are actually required to specify boundary parameter in the content type header. Otherwise, in the case of HTTP request, the server will be unable to parse the payload. Unless you're absolutely certain that only the US ASCII characters set will be used in this payload, you may want to add content type header to each part of the car set parameter. What? This is interesting. What is... So the boundary... Yeah, another boundary. Name foobar. Content type. This is confusing. Why? My question is, why isn't Postman doing it correctly though? I thought this is what it's for. Hey, Tom. Dude, Tom, you know this, right? Multipart stuff. Why is Postman not sending the correct headers here, dude? I'm sending the file and an alternative text in the same request as a multipart form data. Those headers should be auto-calculated. Yeah, they are for the most part. But then, when I remove my own content one, which I added it just to make sure what it's doing, and I send it to the server, you know, alt text is fine here, but then the actual file doesn't work because it says that there's no such file. Maybe try files instead of file. Yeah, let's try a different one. So files, or something that's like gonna be not used at all. In case that's some weird Postman like keyword or some shit. Who knows? Not used at all, right? So not used at all. In Postman, not the code. What do you mean? Doesn't this have to match? The key has to match what's in Postman, right? Or what's in the code? This here. Correct? Ah, shit, formatting working. Not working, yeah, formatting's not working, dude. Right, form file returns the first file for the provided form key. That's the thing. C.multipart form. Ah, okay. I see what you mean. So C.multipart form. And what does that do? So this can parse multiple things, alright? Multiple, including the file uploads. Cool, yeah, that makes more sense. Thank you, Day of Redemption. I think you just saved the day, dude. I think the form file only does the file if it's like if it's only the file in the request, as far as I understand, right? But multipart will do all of them. Is that correct? Well, this will return multipart form. So form. Error. Right, let's try that now. So can we, in here, do form dot wait, what is this gonna do? So files, file, form.file field. Okay, form.file file. So this is gonna work, you say? Wait, what does this return? Has error assignment, does not implement error. Oh, okay. So what if this is not in the key though? So a string. I guess this is what we do, right? And then the alt text can do the same, I guess. So we move all of this up here, and then this would actually be the form dot value, I guess, at alt. This is itself a map of string to a string. Cool. Wait, what? What the hell? This is a... What is this gonna give me? This is a map of a string to an array of strings. Can I have multiple? I guess I can, right? But we're just gonna take the first one. Right, let's recompile the code and see what happens. File dot. What type is file now though? What type is file? File header. There is something weird with the file upload due to it being able to have multiple files uploaded. Yes, you can get them with something form file. It returns an array. So this returns an array. Oh, okay, I see. So this should really be the first one here. Okay, and now the rest will kind of work. It's possible printf formatting directive. Yes, it does. It does have printf. What's the issue with that though? That's the issue. I was calling the wrong function. Right, so let's see if this is gonna work now. So we build it. Builds fine. So if this works, day of redemption is save the stream, dude. I was gonna be here for another 2 hours before this, but let's see. Let's hope that it works now. So we're sending it, and then we've got multi-part form. Yeah, we got one, and then the failure. It doesn't quite work. Panic. Deflated. What's going on here? Runtime error. Index R range 0 with length 0. Oh yeah, that is because. Okay, yeah, we gotta check that we do actually have... That's a good bug to fix right now. So file array. And then we gotta make sure that we have something like a valid thing, right? So if file array isn't nil, or it is nil, we have an error here. So log.error.msg f could not get the file. And we should probably do the exact same with the alt text as well. Check for length. Yeah, check for the length. That's true. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, so let's do alt text array is nil. If it's not nil, no, if it is nil, or, right, length of alt text array is 0, then we do this. Yeah, we just pass this over here. And remove those ones. Otherwise, alt text. Wait. Unknown by default, and then we print the error here and return. Oh no, we don't print it. If it is nil, we want it to be unknown, right? I'm messing up the logic here. Oh. No, yeah, we set it up here. Here we just log. Let's log a warning. So MSGF alt text is empty. Oh, there's no error in this case. And in here, we can finally say that alt text is alt text array 0. Length array should cover nil, check. Length array should cover nil, check. Does it? Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. So this is enough, you're saying? Let's hope so. So we can do the same here. So if the length of array is 0, file array, okay. Okay, right, is this gonna work now? So I'm gonna show it again. Let's rerun this. In Postman, we have, I think it was just file, right? That's what we wanted here. Okay, so alt text is something that's valid now. We still have it not working. So it's file here, and then is it file here too? Yeah, it's file here too. Form. Yeah, file header is coming in with 0 for some reason. Set it to default to unknown if nil equals length. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can rewrite this in a second, but the only thing I'm worried about is that the file is coming as empty here. This kind of sucks, to be honest. What is going on? What is going on? Why is the request not passing the file down? Don't understand. The headers are hidden. Content type is multiform and the boundary is there. Form.value, form.file. Form is a past multiform. Do I have to say past multiform by any chance? So what does this do? Do we have to call this function by any chance? Because it's looking very very suspicious. Can you try sending the file without a text? Yeah, I'll try that. 1 second. Request body is multi-form. The whole request body is parsed. It's a total max memory bytes. File remaining stored. When I send files, it's usually via the body. Yeah, this is the body. So it goes in the body here, Tom, as a field called file. I was looking at the headers as well, but according to these articles, it should work without using the parse. Ah, interesting. Yeah, let's try the parse anyway. So if we do error, if error isn't nil, we log error f, error.msgf, failed to parse the form. Max memory. Oh, let's do 10. In bytes. If you select binary, it should ask you for a file. Yeah, so I did that. I have a file here, Tom. It's already selected as just a PNG file that I've got somewhere. I'm trying to do like an image uploader basically, and not going quite right. But no idea why. Let's try with the form parser and see if that's what it was missing. So form now, what is form? Yeah, it's still empty there. So let's try without the image key thing, as you mentioned. So without the alt text. Let's just like scrap it. Yeah, without that key, it says it's not This is so weird. This is so fucking weird. Text and file. I mean, without a key as well, as in content type binary. Ah, okay, cool. I see. Yeah, I mean, the error is, it's not a multi-part form. Because I guess if you select a binary, then the content type here would be different, right? There's just no content type if you don't select file. So Golang is expecting the content type, I guess. So form URL encoded. Yeah, based off of yeah. But it's interesting that if I just pass a file, which is a file here, and I send it, then the error is that the content type isn't multi-part form data, but I can see in the headers that it is content type multi-part form. It also set to image PNG or something like that. It also should set to image PNG. But that's when it's serving the image, right? Not when you're uploading. This is like a post request to upload the image, I guess. That is so weird. Request isn't multi-part. I'm getting kind of sick of this now. This seems too difficult for what it should be. It's just a file upload. Why is multi-part form data not being accepted here? When I upload an EPUB via Postman sets a content type to application EPUB zip. I'm trying to upload the bytes of a JPEG, but I'm getting content type isn't that. Please show us how you reproduce it. None of these are anything similar to what I have. Uploading files in Golang. Let's watch this and see. Let's read this and see how they do it. So encoding type is multi-part form data. I suspect it's Postman plugin issue. I believe so, right? Probably is. I mean, let's try with curl. So curl has this here, so we can just run curl. Wait a second. This is trying to... Okay, I do wonder if there's something wrong here. I think it might be my WSL stuff, you know. So if I do MNT, C, users, downloads, what was it, file? What was it? Folder.png. Oh gosh, it is exactly that. Right, I'll explain to you guys what it is and why I thought of that. So essentially, this VS Code instance is running from a WSL, and when I do a file pick here, it picks the path to the Windows file, right? It picks the path to the Windows file. So obviously, WSL doesn't know how to, Postman in WSL doesn't know how to interpret this file when it's on the Windows machine. So, but if I pass in the WSL path to the Windows machine, it works. And thank you very much, Canal, for saying you suspect it's Postman plugin, because as soon as you said that, I looked at the path and I was like, oh yeah, this is WSL. This is definitely a WSL path issue. And it's exactly that. Fuck me. Yeah. Anyway, so if we do a key here and we put the alt text, oh fuck me. Yeah, this is an example of the alt text. That's what you get for using Linux via Windows. I'm not brave enough yet, Tom, to have a machine dedicated to Linux. So I'm not brave enough, dude. But I will be. Next laptop I buy, it will be a dedicated Linux machine, right? And we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that this year. If I get any money from streaming, I'll get a new laptop. But anyway, yeah, so if we do this now, and then we just copy the curl command here, because obviously, as we know, I wonder what happens if I select a WSL file inside WSL. So if I go to Linux, home, this, and if I look into, I don't know, like, it's temporary? Has that got a... Oh, this has an image in it. No, it doesn't. But Urchin has an image in it, so can I upload an Urchin image? Oh, where is it? Where even is it? It's in static, Urchin architecture, there you go. This is a WSL path now. Does it still give me shit? Let's see. Gifted one coding. No, thank you, Tom. I'll have to buy you a drink, dude. That's why you dual boot for the win. Yeah, for the Linux laptop. Was gifted a membership by Thomas. Sebastian Bell. Thank you. Oh, how does this work? I don't even know how I get the money from the memberships, by the way. I just turned it on the other day, and I understand it's still in Portuguese because I need to change it. I've not got to that yet. I think I might just create a fucking what's it called? Patreon. That sounds better than the YouTube membership anyway. But yeah, I mean, if I do send this now, yeah, this works. See, when it's inside WSL, it does work. And oh no, this is just the alt text. Never mind. Wait, no, it's not working. Shit, it's not working, guys. But if I do it from here, does it work? No. No, it doesn't work. Why does it not work? Let's remove the parse form thing. Fuck's sake. I thought we figured it out. But we're just getting a massive error instead. Alt text array 0. So that. That's just a different error though, it's fine. So, could not be found, and we do unknown here. Okay, yeah, it's just a logic error. The length of that is not 0, but it is 0. Oh. I'm so confused here. Like, I simply have no like alt text as in my request. So why is it going through the length of that as not being 0? What the hell? So we have a file handle here now, you see? So that should work at least, but we have a second problem now. We should do a setup project review someday. Yeah, I should do it, dude. I think I will. Once this project gets a little bit bigger, hopefully, fingers crossed, some of you guys will actually be able to help me at some point. I mean, you know, just as much as me. Once we have like a nice setup that people can just use to actually create websites with it, then we'll definitely do a setup and tear down. There's the console for printing out. Does the console work for printing out variable runtimes in runtime? Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, I can see the values anyway here, Tom. The problem is like this form value. This is saying that this is not 0. What? Let's try that. Alt text array. And for alt text array. Okay, yeah, we're fine. There you go. So it all works now. I was just being paranoid. I was thinking of computer setup pictures and project made by viewers. Oh yeah, definitely. We can definitely do that. One of the things I want to do is like, I've been saying it for ages, but I want to review some of the projects from the viewers, like do a live code review. I don't see many people doing that on YouTube, and I thought it would be quite interesting, especially if it's something that I know. Not Golang, because Golang I'm still a freaking noob on it, but if it's like a C++ project or a Rust project, I'm happy to take a look at different things and give suggestions and improvement ideas. Okay, so database add image didn't work. So why? You have an error in your SQL syntax. Check. Okay, so we have an error in the SQL syntax now. That's fine. That's fine. What is the error? The thing is, did it save? Did the file save? Media. Oh yeah, we did save. There you go. We've uploaded it, so that works at least. Now the only issue is this SQL syntax. So insert into images, EUID, name and alt text. Values, this and that. What? What is the syntax error here that I'm getting? Jesus. I'm looking at the examples here because I'm not sure if I've missed anything, so... Oh, values... Oh, yeah, of course. Values, yeah. Thank you there, Redemption. Right, let's try again now. And if we use Postman to create us this command here, and then push it. Hey, what's the issue? Failed to read local file application. Ah, yeah, of course. Failed to read local file. Oh yeah, I missed the root here. There you go. So you send a different file now. I send the architecture image of this project. So, okay, now we have the alt text. And does the image work as well? It works as well, the same thing. Thank God, Jesus Christ. This was like literally over 2 hours just to do something as simple as this. And does it save to the database? It does save to the database. Amazing. So now we should receive something here from, there you go, we receive the ID as a JSON file as the reply here. So we know what it looks like in the database, right? So if we go into sudo and in MySQL, we should see, go CMS, we should see the image here. Select everything from images. There you go. That's not right. That is not right. So the UID is not correct. No, not yet, Kunal. Not yet, Kunal. We've got an issue here. We've got a bug. We've got a bug. And the bug is, this should have been UUID.string. And that, my friends, is how you implement a file uploader in Golang. Fuck me. Let's try again. Let's try again. So we are actually going to remove everything from the database. So go CMS and what are we going to do? We're going to, is it remove from? Delete from table? Is that correct? Images, where ID, oh, I guess where ID, UUID equals this shit here. Okay. Now we can test it again. Now let's see it. Now we should see the UUID correctly done. I'm just gonna press F5. We've got the UID here, so that is 27 ends in A1. So sudo MySQL use go CMS, and then we're gonna select everything from images here. Ooh. What the hell? Have I not recompiled this? I don't think I've recompiled it. So we've got UID there. Why is the UID being used? So exact UID, query UID. Okay, let's try again. No problem, no problem. We can do it again. Now this is recompiled now, so I'm hoping to get something working now. MySQL use go CMS. Yay, finally. I mean, we didn't delete the previous one, I guess, but you know, let's do it again. Let's remove from images where UUID equals to this here. Ah, fuck. It was not working, so use server syntax. Remove from images. What? Delete, not remove. Oh, right. My bad. Yeah, there you go. That's why it didn't work before, right, I guess. So now we should only be okay. We need to bulk up this table to include more metadata. But yeah. You can just type truncate table images. Thank you. I'll use that in the future. Does that remove everything, I guess? Or just like the last one? But yeah, guys, that was a stream, and I'm definitely gonna finish this other stuff on my own time. So we just need to get endpoint now, which is fairly easy, isn't it? We just need to to search it from the database, and I'll also return the image data as the endpoint, I guess. If you want to make it easy in development, just truncate it. You'll just roll over everything and remove the current state. Yeah, I'll do that. Truncate. So truncate table images. Cool. Yeah, I mean, the rest of it is pretty easy. I mean, I just have to implement the get handler now, which returns a JSON with like the URL of the image, like the base URL plus, you know, the media path, the alt text and the name of the image. So that's it. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a post and a delete endpoint, right? Which will delete from the database and the file system as well. Those two are pretty easy. I'm not going to do on stream because this has gone on for longer than I expected. But yeah, thank you all for joining. By the way, I saw that you play Project Zomboid. Good choice for a game. I don't. Actually, do I? I don't think I do. Have a sub and a nice evening, friend. Was enjoy it for watching you struggle a bit. Thank you, Day of Redemption. I always enjoy struggling on camera, and I enjoy having people to tell me what to do as well. You know, can't go wrong with that. So. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you very much for sticking around. I hope you all dropped a like. Yeah, make sure to stay tuned for the next streams. We'll probably see each other in a couple of days. And yeah, thank you, Kunal. You have been very helpful today. Especially you, Kunal. You seem to have a lot of gold knowledge. One of your shorts have it on your desktop. I knew it was a nice alternative for the CPSA certificate. Yeah, I guess it is, right? Watching someone struggle is always nicer than doing this at the random online certificate. Anyway, guys, thank you, and I'll see you in 2 days. Bye bye.